What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we are at a field where I did my reveal for the Trackhawk, if you remember that. If not, you know, maybe I'll put it in the description if I remember. But if you follow my channel, you know that my wife had a 2018 Compass. It was a lease. We got out of the lease. We no longer have that vehicle, and we just picked up a new vehicle. So we were doing a lot of searching. The vehicle I'm about to show you, just feature-wise, just dominated the competition for what we wanted in the price range we wanted. So without further ado, as some of the prominent people say, I'm going to show you our super cool new vehicle. Welcome to the channel. The 2021 all new, totally redesigned Kia Sorento. This right here is a fully decked out, top of the line, maxed out option. It's an SXT Prestige X line. Excuse the wind. We're gonna have to deal with that till I get inside and show you even more crazy stuff. But look at this thing. It's got 20-inch gunmetal wheels. Very classy styling. This thing is gorgeous. So apparently the X line is like an inch or so taller. Don't get me wrong, I'm not some, you know, fancy reviewer, so whatever comes of this comes of this. Honestly, if you know my channel, you know that I can't get away from wind and airplanes for whatever reason. It's just something that just follows me everywhere, like a freaking Achilles heel. One of the cool things about this is this new key. It's just the shape, the way it looks, how it feels. This is a very, I can't even begin to tell you. Kia is just like coming up in the world. This is like, I never thought I would have a Kia in our home. Never did I think I would have a Kia in our home. But literally, guys, I'm not even joking. Like, this thing is so freaking nice that it's unbelievable. I can't wait to show you more on the inside, especially, you know, because there's going to be less wind. So excuse this, but again, there's many professional reviews out there where everybody's, you know, standing in their perfectly wind-free environment with the sun, not in North Jersey during the winter, and it is what it is. That's my flair. So if you could deal with a little wind, you can deal with a little attitude, you can deal with a loud mouth, then you can deal with this channel. If not, I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you. But this is what we got. Like I said, SXT, it's the turbo. This has a 2.5 liter turbo. I think it's coming up on 280 something horsepower, almost 300 pounds of torque, 8-speed transmission. Thing's crazy, feels really nuts. I love the wheels. I love that they're 20 inches. I love that my wife has this whole upgraded vehicle. One of the issues I had with the Compass was the 4-cylinder motor. I get it. Last review I posted, some people were like, oh, well, if they did a V6, who would buy certain blah, blah, blah. I get it. But it's just about having options. I wasn't too sold on the 2.5 until we test drove it. And I got to tell you, this thing really has some torque to it. It feels great. It accelerates great. It feels very fluid and smooth. It's really, it's a pleasure to drive. And I'm going to show you more when I get inside about the drive options and you know, basically the way this is spec'd out. You know, other than the color, that's really, you know, what my wife wanted. So happy wife, happy life. It's very true, trust me. The options, we have everything from the Bose 14 speaker. We have the digital dash, the 360 camera, the navigation, the panoramic sunroof. Every single thing I'm about to show you will see. So this is cool. I'm going to show you this feature while the wind is a little died down. If you have this in your hand and you stand back here, the lights start flashing, and if you stay here, again, I'm not pushing any buttons, it just opens. So if you have, you know, something in your hand or whatever, you could basically get into your car without having an issue. Granted, this right here is probably the most disappointing thing of the whole vehicle. There is just no real room here. We're gonna take this out. We have AAA, so we'll have room here. There's really not a lot of room. 3 rows. Okay, let's show you this real quick. Rust colored. It says rust colored seats. These are beautiful. I can't wait to get up there and show you things. But it's got the tethers for car seats and stuff. You just basically pull this, you pull that, and you can push and throw all these seats down. And now we're talking about some space. Now we're talking about pretty much what I have in the back of my Trackhawk, my 2019 Trackhawk. It's not bad. One of the issues with the Compass was trunk room. We have an Up-A-Baby dual stroller. We have 2 kids. So it was starting to become an issue. When we first bought the Compass, we had 1 child and it was no problem whatsoever. Once you upgraded to the second child, upgrade like it's a car modification. No, once we decided to have a second child, it just started to become an issue. I'm just gonna show you a couple things back here. What's pretty cool, if you want to fold the seats back, I believe if you push these buttons, that can push the seat down. So granted, we're never going to be able to do that. That's why I'm filming this right now, even though it's in the wind. It is what it is. Car seats will be going in very soon when I get to the house, but this is a lot of freaking room, guys. Now, we were looking at the Telluride. That was the vehicle we wanted, but it just wasn't in the cards. We couldn't find the way we wanted it spec'd out, and there's back orders on that for sure. It's very difficult to find one right now. But this is amazing. My wife is extremely happy with this because, you know, it's got all of the things that we weren't expecting to get with her budget, but it is a lease. It's good. I'm not really going to get into the financial aspects of things. If you want to contact the dealer, you can discuss that with them, but this is very nice. It's got a nice like creamy top, 2-tone. I love the rust. And then, as you can see here, which I'll show more in the front, the wood trim. We were gonna get the black interior, but that would have had a silver look, which isn't bad. I would have been all right with that. My wife wanted the wood. I think it's more luxury. As you can see, we got storage back here. There's USB here for if this is up, and there's a 3rd row. There's cup holders, obviously. Really phenomenal use of space. I got into the back seat of this already, and it's pretty cool. I'm a big guy, so it wasn't too bad. It was comfortable, and we have captain's chairs. That was another thing that we really wanted, so I'm gonna show you that. Real quick, I wanted to show you this. This actually goes up taller, right here, but my wife's a little shorter, so there's a height adjustment setting, which is phenomenal. If you want to change the height and you don't have wind blowing in your face like I have, you can put it at whatever height, right? And then basically you just push and hold this button right here until it beeps, and then that's it. That's where it's now gonna go up or down. Like, that's just so cool. This I'm not a huge fan of, but it's her vehicle. This will be coming off, obviously, the stickers. Gonna get her a nice setup here, but the badges are very nice. I love it. You guys really don't know what I'm doing for you out here. Very cold, windy. Look at this. These taillights, this whole back end, the redesign of this is cool. This is cool too. You lock it or unlock it, and it automatically folds the mirrors. That's insane. So like I said, it's got this rust-colored, beautiful, very supple leather cup holder, soft touch here, hard plastics though, not a big fan. But this interior, like I said, I'm not a small dude. This is, look how quiet it is in here now. Now the video can actually have a good situation, okay? These seats are very comfortable. Back here is a very nice place to be. We've got a full panoramic sunroof. Now when I tell you, this is crazy because the roof goes to the back where the seat would go. So it ends here. On my Jeep, I think the roof it's less. I don't think I have a sunroof as big as this one. This is the wood trim that my wife was obsessed with. These seats have me bugged out. I gotta tell you guys, I really want to do some kind of custom leather now in the Trackhawk. But as you can see, I just really like the color combo. When we test drove the Sorento, before we even knew we were gonna get a Sorento, obviously we were there for the Telluride, but they gave us the new green color with this interior. There's just something about that spec that's just unbelievable. So if you see me in a Telluride sometime in 2021 with that green and this interior, you'll know why. Not a ton going on down here. We got a 12-volt power, we got a USB, and another thing that's cool, there's USB here. This is the front seat, mind you. There's USB here. on the driver's seat and the passenger seat, which is, oh my God, I can't tell you how much room is in this back seat. We have the 14 speaker Bose option. Every single option is optioned, and we literally just picked this up today. So I don't know a ton of the features. I could go over things later on. My wife sat with the guy for maybe almost an hour going over everything, so I haven't had a chance to learn everything. I'm just showing you as I'm opening my beautiful blue eyes to the gorgeousness of this, and I'm so happy for my wife. She works very hard. She's an amazing mother. She takes care of our 2 children very well, and she's a teacher. She's just been very dedicated and kicked ass through 2020. She absolutely deserves all of this, and I'm very happy that I could help in any way to bring this to her, and I'm very proud that I get to show you guys as well how cool this vehicle looks. If you are obviously in the market of something like of this caliber, this isn't a cheap spec. You can get these at a very affordable price. I believe this one's creeping up to the 45,000-50,000 mark, but it's so worth it, guys. I can't even tell you. It's so quiet in here. It's so nice, and there's a lot of room. This was another fear of mine, was having the captain's chairs if there's anything back there, but honestly, there's really no gap here that's gonna hurt my kids or anything like that. And you know, all this stuff is just very easy to maneuver. The leather feels so good. I can't wait to detail this car, and that's the cool part about this vehicle too. Now this is another addition to the channel, so now I get to do product testing and product demonstration of different things on this vehicle, because this is not coated. The Tahoe's not coated, so that's a 20-year-old vehicle that I get to demonstrate on. So you got a 20-year-old vehicle with 20-year-old paint, you got a brand new 2021 vehicle. That's a pretty cool situation. As you can see, before I get in there and, you know, clutter it all up, look at this. Look at the stitching, by the way. This is incredible. I love this diamond stitch pattern. I love the way the seats look. It just smells beautiful. Beautiful leather. I love this. This is really, really cool. I'm a very big fan of the way that they did the vents. I'm a very big fan of the way the whole layout is. I'm going to show you like something I noticed already just driving it over here. I don't have a ton of time to do this because, again, like I said, we're putting the car seats in, and me and my wife are going to be cruising around together with the kiddos and just trying to enjoy the rest of our Saturday. It is January 2nd. I'm going to try to get this video up soon, but let me hop into the driver's seat, the cabin, the cockpit. Let's see what it's like in there and show you what I can show you. You know, maybe this is just my point of view review, but it is what it is. Get what you get. So one of the things about this, when we were talking about getting this vehicle potentially, they were showing us lower trim models, and I just wasn't having it, because this right here would have been the biggest deal breaker if I had not had the option to get this. Because this is an SXT Prestige and fully decked out, it has the full digital screen here, and I believe this is about 12 inches. This one here is 10 inches. We were looking at a Durango, so we had put a deposit down on a Durango, and then out of nowhere, the Kia dealer, our salesman, and I'm gonna link all of his information. The guy's name's Chris. He is in Nutley Kia, and he is phenomenal. The customer service from this gentleman and his above and beyond attitude to accommodate our needs and requests, and the text messaging and working with us and being very respectful, especially, you know, buying a car during a pandemic. It's difficult for everybody involved. Obviously, you know, the whole mask situation, social distancing, the whole screen on the desk, and it's just so impersonal, but he made it personal. He made it a point to show us just kindness, and very, very pleased with my experience over there. It's not like, if you saw my Trackhawk has softer dash, but they did put like a soft touch leather here, I guess wherever you're gonna touch. So the doors here, but then this is not soft touch. Like, I guess it's padded, but it's a little harder. One thing I really do like, the view in here. There's no blind spots, and I'm going to talk about extra why there's no blind spots, but the field of view, my viewing focal point on this car, I can see everything. I don't have blind spots. The fact that there's no blockage there's glass, I can see everything. Just driving over here was incredible. It was a different experience. Comfort wise, obviously it's not as big inside as the Durango, but that's okay because it's the seat, the suppleness of this, and I can't wait till I can get some leather coating on here and, you know, clean everything up. The supple seats and everything in here, the quietness, the comfort, it's just very, very nice. So let's turn this vehicle on. So this is what I meant. This is an all digital, let me turn that off, all digital screen. It's so nice, so nice. There's profiles that you can pick based on driver settings and station settings, and this is it's a big screen. I never really liked these things, but the way that they integrated this, it honestly looks pretty freaking cool. I'm totally into it. I'm digging it. The steering wheel feels really nice. I love the layout, the buttons, the leather on it. It's just it's a good place to be. Blinkers, this is where I'm going to show you the coolest thing. You put the left blinker on, and that's a camera. There's a camera on there, and you can see what goes on here. You put the right blinker on, and it changes to that. That's not even the coolest part. So you put this car in reverse. It's got the backup camera with the predictive lines, and it's got a 360 cam, I believe, that you can zoom in and out of. Look at this. You can go to the two mirrors at the same time. This is just really cool. I mean, you literally can't screw up. I mean, if you screw this up, you got big problems. You really got a big problem. But this was a big thing that I wanted because you just can't curve a wheel with this. I mean, come on. If that happens, there's a big situation. I'm going to just start out right now and tell you one of the biggest fatal flaws that I feel I'm going to hate about this vehicle, and it's this piano black. It's everywhere. It's here. It's here. It's over here. It's on the vents. It's going to get destroyed. It's literally gonna get destroyed. I've got kids with grimy fingers. I mean, it's even here. I mean, I get it. It looks really beautiful, but it's gonna get destroyed. I guess over time, I'm gonna see how it holds up because I don't know about the quality. We're gonna see. But if it gets too much of an issue, I'm gonna get the interior polished up if that's possible to do with this, and then I'm gonna go to one of my boys, Piotr's garage. I'm gonna have him put some kind of Expel on this, some kind of paint protection film, so that we don't have this issue in the future. Look at that. I mean, that's a whole lot. Oh, we got to get this sticker off here, but that's a whole lot of room for scratches, but it's also a whole lot of room for storage. So you push. So it does have Apple CarPlay and everything that you would expect. It's got 2 USBs plus the main USB in the middle. I got to clean this a little bit, you know, PMI or whatever. They didn't do what I thought they would because, you know, whatever. And then this is a charging mat. That's my phone. That is a charging plate for your phone. So you can put your phone in there and it'll, right there, start charging my phone. I think that that's so cool if you go on a trip. So if you want, you can plug USB here, plug your phone, and you're set. You're set. So that's pretty cool. It's got heated seats, air-conditioned seats. Let me show you, put this in drive, by the way, in case I back up and go right into the Passaic River. That'd be fun. So over here, we have a couple things. We have the park, emergency park. This button right here is, right here, it says downhill brake control. I don't know why anybody would want these things. I don't know what that means. It's popping up. Like I said, I don't know everything. Heated steering wheel, that's cool. I hate this. I gotta find a way to make this permanently off. This stupid auto start, auto stop off, I can't stand it. I believe this is, oh, so if you wanna just push these buttons, literally, you could just, without putting it in reverse, you can see your cameras, and then these are the park sensors. So these will be the beepings if you get too close. So this is not even the coolest settings here. This is cool. We got smart setting, which is where we're gonna stay on here. So I'm not gonna change what I'm looking at here. So I'm gonna show you Smart, Sport, Comfort, Eco, Snow. As I twist this, you're gonna see. So if I go from Smart, which is gonna stay in Comfort, now I'm gonna go to Sport. Digital display. That's digital screens, look at that. So now it's in Sport mode. It's just got that aggressive appeal. Now we're gonna go to Comfort again. Goes back to that. Now we're gonna go to Eco. and it looks like that, which is, you know, pretty cool. I haven't driven an Eco. I think that's sacrilegious. And then snow mode. It's just nice that there's this little flare. I would probably bet my life on it that this is going to stay either in Smart or Comfort, likely Comfort. I would keep it in Sport, but that's just me. Now, like I said, this screen is just deliciously beautiful. It's huge. It's so big. It's got navigation in it. So that's the map. We go here. Now we got places. We can do guidance, the Kia dealerships if you want. You got radio, so you can go through. I kind of really like this. It's weird how it's designed, but I like it. It's pretty cool. I have to set all my settings in here. For the media button is when we're going to have Apple CarPlay or something put on there. Let's see what these buttons are. I guess this is just to push if you want to.
Please say a command.
Okay, so there's commands. Exit, I don't want that nonsense. We got call buttons here, so we got the volume up and down, and then we can change our stations here. So this is very good. We got mute button, phone, and end call, and then we got this button so we can mess with what we were looking at. So I do know that there's some setting. I don't know where the heck it is though. Took me a second to figure this one out. I know the salesman showed it to her, and I was watching a video, but I didn't really pay attention. So this, I pushed that button, and it's gonna have, you know, you can have an extension of the map or a little version of it. This is what's playing on the radio. This is gonna show you things. But now look, there's a thing called passenger talk. What's going on back there? It echoes my sound to the back speakers. So if I want to yell at the kids, I could just do that, and then if you keep talking, now it changes. Like, I could hear my voice in the back of the car, so my voice carries to the back of the car as if I wasn't loud enough. That's insane. I'm sorry if this isn't like one of the most in-depth reviews. I'm just showing you like the cool stuff that I think. Paddle shifters, the paddle shifters actually feel nice. Obviously they're not like, you know, extended paddle shifters like on the Trackhawk or anything, but they're there. They feel good. They're in a good spot. The steering wheel feels really nice. But what we're gonna do is put the seatbelt on and take a little drive so you can hear how it sounds, and I'm gonna tell you a couple things that I really love about this vehicle for the driving. I really like how smooth this vehicle is. I don't love the sun in my eyeball like that, but that's okay. I've yet to drive a vehicle that's been this comfortable. It's kind of like driving on a cloud. I guess a lot of it has to do with the fact that it's so quiet on the inside that it just makes you feel like you're in this like special place. I don't know if there's any other way to explain it. So I'm gonna make a left turn. Again, look, you put your left blinker on and you just feel very confident. You go over bumps. It feels very nice. I feel very happy about how this rides. It's super smooth. Hands off the steering wheel, it's smooth. This road's crooked like this, but it's very confidence inspiring, I would say. Like I said, the amount of viewing pleasure I get, I can see the kids back there. Obviously I'm gonna have to put little mirrors on the headrest of that seat anyway, just because I need to see what they're doing, especially Matthew. He's not front facing yet, but this is extremely nice. What we're gonna do is we're gonna switch this to Sport. So now we are in Sport mode. Immediately I can feel the road a little bit more, the bumps. Like, wow, okay. So this thing is, I would describe this as a mommy vehicle torque monster. If I could like give it an official title. It feels very torquey. Like I didn't think it would. It's a 2.5 liter with a turbo. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? I think it's the 8-speed. Honestly, the 8-speed. I had the 8-speed in the Trackhawk, and it just feels like something else. It feels like something else. You know, we're gonna have to, you know, launch it. We're gonna have to floor it from a stop, but it definitely feels powerful. I'm gonna hit the gas a little bit real quick. Okay, yeah, it wants to go. It's got a little bit of turbo lag. I would assume that's what that is. paired with the fact that it's a 4-cylinder, but it's got a little bit of a lag from when you hit the gas to want to go. But again, you're talking about somebody comparing daily driving Trackhawk that's basically 4-digit horsepower to this. It's not a fair competition, but you know, this is it's very, very nice. So you can hear it when you're driving, like if you get on it, you know that like noise a 4-cylinder makes? Look at this pizza box coming at us. Hello? Don't hit this new car, pizza box. So you get like the typical noise that you would hear a 4-cylinder. It does this like gurgle. I don't know how to explain it. If you've driven a 4-cylinder, you'd know. But it's just like a gurgling noise, like it's drowning in itself. It does have plenty of power. It's still just funny that that noise is there. But another thing I like to highlight, I love the way the shifter feels on the Trackhawk. I really liked the way the shifter felt on the Charger, but this is nice. This is, you hold it like this, it's got the soft touch, it's got the push button. Oh man, I gotta get used to this torque monster, this horsepower beast. Just throw it. Actually, like if you're not paying attention, you hit the gas a little too hard because you're just like, hey man, 4-cylinder, what is it gonna do? Yeah, you'd be surprised what this thing does. It's a very shocking experience right now. Coming from someone like me, this is a shocking experience. I'm shocked. So Eco feels like it's got a little bit more of a delay, definitely affecting the way the trans is shifting, which would make sense that that's how it should be. Oh, guy puts the blinker on at the last minute. Definitely feels like, you know, it's trying to keep it as a low RPM as possible. The gauge is switching to the different like pizzazz thing here. I like that. That's pretty cool. Excuse the sun. You know, we're doing our best here. This isn't the multi-million-dollar production team. This is your boy over here holding a Sony camera and hoping for the best. Glare and wind and airplanes and birds squawking, you just got to deal with these things. This is a real life situation, okay? I'm not perfect, but you know, I'll be honest with you. If I love something, I love something. If I don't, I don't. The brakes feel very good on this vehicle. I feel like that's something to highlight. The brakes are very, very nice. The touch buttons, I like it. I like that the hazard button is right there. I like that we can see that it's right in the open, because some vehicles, they're very small. It's like you gotta like search for it. It's got a pretty large setup here. It's nice. This is very classy. And panoramic sunroof comes in the push of a button. It does take a second. Very, very nice. What the hell was that? I think there was just an alert. I gotta look back. There was an alert that said something. I guess the car in front of me was leaving. Is that what that just said? Is that like a setting? But what the heck goes on here? I used to live here, but let's just see what this does and just hit it. See, it's got a delay. Oh, and then it goes. Feels like it wanted to break the tires loose. This thing is going, it's going, it's going, and it got to 60. Oh my goodness. It definitely feels good. I mean, listen, you didn't buy a vehicle like this because you're looking for you know, 0 to 60 numbers and quarter-mile times. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to take this thing to the track. That would make a fun video. 2021 Sorento, 2.5 liter turbo, 8-speed. I'm gonna end up on one of those like dragtimes.com and have my Draggy app in this vehicle. Loving it right now. Just eating it all up. Anyway guys, I'm back at the house. I'm trying to hide from the wind because I'm getting pulverized, but this thing is very cool. We're gonna do a lot of videos on this. A lot of content on this as far as like detailing goes. The paint is very, very nice. It even has these like daytime running lights here, which are very cool. So I'll try to eventually do a video showing it at nighttime lit up. There's some fog lights down here. I do want to show you this one thing though. It's like a sunk in like 3D, like really nice grill. Alright guys, so I was gonna do this for like a second video, but I'm just gonna tack this on somewhere. I got to drive this for a couple hours so far, and now it's dark out. So I'm able to do a few more like critiques, I guess, like what I like and what I don't like, or what I'm not super fond of. I can't really say I don't like anything on this right now because everything's pretty freaking phenomenal. What I can say are small things. Let me try to show you this. On any car, this is the standard color. You know what I mean? When you get into a car, a quality car will have LEDs. And this car has LEDs. This car has LEDs all around inside the cabin. Bright ones, except for these. I think that's a missed opportunity to make everything cohesive. I don't know why they would have that. I guess when somebody's doing makeup or looking at themselves, maybe they don't want that bright light. There it is, my phone's kicking on my automatic charger. To show you another thing. Another thing that I don't like on a pretty much $50,000 vehicle is this. How is this a reality and not an automatic steering, tilting, telescoping steering wheel? Why do I have to push a lever to push it in and come out? You know what I mean? I don't know. I thought that was a little strange. Even the Durango has power. Even on the GT models, GT Plus, they have like the power button. Again, nitpicking. One of the most annoying things that I found, so I'm sitting back probably a little bit further than I could be, just for comfort's sake, and this is a large screen, right? One of the things I think they should have done is made this angled ever so slightly. Not a lot. They could have done this to make it more driver oriented. I get it, it's more of a family vehicle, so you want everybody to see things, but my arm, when I'm sitting in the chair, is at full reach right now. What am I not able to touch? That's a little weird to me, that I have to lean forward to hit this, to be able to adjust that. I get it if I had longer arms, or if I sit further up, or you know, whatever, but I don't have a lean on my chair. It's pretty straightforward. It's pretty much like this. My chair is about as much as this, sitting up, and I cannot reach that unless I move forward. So I have to go there. That's a good couple inches. I mean, you know, ask any girl, inches matter, you know what I'm saying? So that's a little small thing, a small little critique. Everything else is crazy. It's really nice living in this environment right now. The heated seats, the cooled seats, I tried everything, very nice. The actual heat coming out is insane. It's just insane. It's very, very nice. What I also like is, for instance, say I have this screen here and I can have it on full screen, I can pull this up so I can have a separate screen. So if I want the radio here and a map here, radio here, nav here, or nav here, radio here, I can do that by swiping. I can have all the stuff pop up that I would want. And I think that that's pretty phenomenal. Again, the media I still have to mess with, but that's considered the lively forest. I just think it's really a nice place to be. Another little complaint is there's a button here. So at nighttime, I mean, it's gonna look a lot brighter to you than it is in real time, but if you push and hold this, you know, obviously you can dim that down a little bit, and then you push and hold it again, you can make it brighter. To me, not through the camera, it doesn't come across as bright as I think it could be. That's just one little annoyance, I guess. Not a big deal. I guess this is like lane departure thing. That light there, I think, is like a lane departure. Traction control, obviously. Everything that goes on with the trunk. The controls are very much laid out. I like how they're illuminated. Everything's very nice at nighttime. Nighttime is a different beast. Take a quick drive just so I could show you the exterior. At nighttime, the lighting looks pretty cool. Again, this is cool. The blinkers. At nighttime, it's a little bit of a different story with the blinkers. Obviously, illumination and whatnot. We've been driving in smart mode. So what smart mode is going to do is, if you're just coasting and you're cruising around in a normal setting, normal capacity, it's going to probably keep it on eco as it is right there. But say I hit the gas a little bit more, now it's going to go to comfort. I don't think it's going to go anywhere between that and comfort. Maybe if I floor it, it might go to sport, possibly. Let me just see if it does. Well, it was giving dynamic. It says economy dynamic, and it started to go more toward the red. So I don't think it's gonna go anywhere except for comfort and eco. Yeah, economy dynamic. Maybe if it goes far enough into the red, that little meter, but there's really no way to do that here. Maybe on the highway it'll give you more of a sport setting. It's actually a really cool situation to have that, where it'll adjust it based on your driving style. So like right now it's in economy. Most of the time when you're driving around, you're gonna be pretty much in economy. Let's be real, it's not that you're racing around in your Kia. As I promised, these were the lights. Daytime running lights are just gonna be these, which look pretty sharp, but obviously the headlights are on. And if I turn it off and I show you, I wonder if I can. These are just the daytime running lights. That interior makes the whole vehicle, honestly. The car has, when it parks and you lock it, it does its thing. The mirror comes. So as soon as you unlock it, the mirror opens and the door handles illuminate on both sides. Not on the rear though. That's kind of strange. It's like that's like a little weird thing. Taillights are really cool. I like them. Can't complain. So I'll show you how bright these lights are. The interior is illuminated like nothing I've seen stock. It's really, really cool. And these are going to be in a future video coming up next, but tons of room, tons of room. As you can see, I did have to rush that other video because I was putting car seats in this car, because that's what it's for. And you also still have the third row, which is filled down. What the hell was that? That was weird. Very strange. I never heard that one before. That was caught live on camera. My final little like thing right now that I think is so cool, and not a lot of people are gonna appreciate it. When you take your seatbelt, you grab it like this. What touches here? Your thumb, right? They put this here. So there's like something to touch. Oh, this is great. Hey, Mexico. There's something that I don't know how to explain it, but when my thumb's touching it, I feel like I got a better grip instead of it being like a soft thing here. So maybe this would slip out of your hand and then you're gonna go, damn it, and then like you can't get the seatbelt on. This little like notch gives you better control to put the seatbelt on. I thought that was pretty dang cool. So let's punch it right now. Yeah, so this thing just wants to go, especially in sport mode. It feels a ton more powerful. Like, I guess the restrictions for the transmission and the responsiveness of everything, way different. So if you be in sport mode, give it the beans, give it all the beans, and oh yeah, it's fast. Oh, it's so fast. So that's it, guys. Thank you for stopping by. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you are an OCD OG, I appreciate you coming back. I appreciate your support. It truly, truly means a lot. But yeah, I'm obsessed with how this interior looks. Already you can tell it's starting to get a little dusty, a little dirty. So we'll see. I'll keep you updated with a future video on maybe 6 months from now or so, how the piano black trim is holding up. It's even down here. I mean, that's a huge, huge situation, but we'll figure that out. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for watching. I know it's probably gonna be a long video. I talk a lot. I'll try to edit it down as much as possible, but I am not making any promises. Have a good night. Be safe. Be healthy. Be blessed. Be humble. I'll see you guys on the next one.